As a result of the settlement with Mazda-Toyota. The tiny spring pygmy sunfish was a cause for concern after being found near the site of the $1.6 billion Mazda-Toyota plant. WAAY 31's Stephen Dilsizian learned more about the new protections that is for that fish that was previously considered extinct.
The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services announced that they're protecting over 1,000 acres of land for the spring pygmy sunfish, meaning the fish near the construction site of Mazda-Toyota won't be moving anytime soon.
This increases protection, federal protection for the sunfish, and it also will help protect water quality for the people of Huntsville and North Alabama.
David Whiteside with the Tennessee Riverkeeper tells me 6.7 stream miles and 1,330 acres are now federally protected for the spring pygmy sunfish. Whiteside tells me after a lawsuit was filed, Mazda-Toyota agreed to a settlement back in December, donating land to focus on saving the fish. But now even more is being done to save the endangered fish, especially in areas near the Mazda-Toyota plant.
Beaver Dam Creek is certainly habitat for the sunfish, and that is one of the areas that will be classified as critical habitat.
Effective immediately, Beaver Dam Creek, Pryor Spring and Branch, and Blackwell Swamp are designated as critical habitats. Pryor Spring and Branch is deemed a reintroduction site for the sunfish once the species repopulates and is no longer endangered. These areas are critical habitats because they have specific vegetation, water quality, and prey needed for the sunfish to survive. But some people think this is too much to protect a fish.
Glad they're protecting them because every creature has a place in the world, but I also think they've gone a bit far, and 1,300 acres will protect a lot of fish.
Whiteside tells me creating these federally protected areas helps minimize possible harm to the fish's habitat. These areas are no longer open to the public for recreational use. Fishing, as an example, is no longer allowed. These areas are, however, open to the public for learning and research opportunities.
These areas will have limited use for the public, mainly for education, science classes can go study the hydrology or the endangered species.
In Huntsville, Stephen Dilsizian, WAAY 31 News.
Mazda-Toyota responded to the federal protection, saying they have agreed on the plan to protect and restore the habitat while reducing long-term risks to the fish. They say plant construction is still on schedule. Red Star Arsenal is getting 7